friend who was principal at the school where my daughters went, and she said, I really think Vera Bradley goes to this school. There is something about Vera Bradley. It is across all ages. It is all generations. It's whether you're just running to the store or eventually running around the globe. And this is an amazing price. There were times when my girls could spot a Vera Bradley print at 30 feet and tell me exactly what the name was. When the new prints dropped, oh my gosh, did we know. We still have our Vera Bradleys. We have worn them hard. We have cleaned them. They still come back for more. You never wear them out. And this is on sale. Remember we ran that little promo that said there's a lot of great bags on sale at QVC.com. Let me take you through the colors. Carolyn already bought hers, so she's one of the 200 people who already picked hers up. This is called Holland Garden on me. That is super popular. It's the one that I've been wearing for the whole show. You get the black background, you get all these beautiful soft pastel shades, and there's your yellow and gray, #1 Pantone colors. Down below is one of my favorites. It's called Pretty Posies, and it reminds me of something my mother would have had in the 40s. There's something about that gray-green background and the beautiful flowers that are so pretty. My favorite and Carolyn's favorite, she bought her today's, is Foxwood, because you can find little squirrels, you can find little fox. It is so pretty. And then next to that, if you love peonies and you love flowers, it's called Garden Grove. That's your blue and green. Vera, always famous for her paisley. So this is the Gramercy Paisley, and that's going to give you black and gray and pinks and reds. Right above that, I think this reminds me of looking at a kaleidoscope when I was a little kid. So that's called Bramble, but I used to lay on the floor in my living room and look at the kaleidoscope and look at the light right next to the sofa. The next two are really unusual. We've been collecting Vera Bradley in our family for nearly 20 years. This one is so pretty. It is so soft and not one that we normally see. It's called Cloud Vine. So it's that soft, light background. And also, if you love turquoises, if you bought a lot of American West jewelry on Gem Day, then you want to go ahead and get Floating Garden. We're going to bring Allison Miller into the conversation. Allison has been part of the QVC family for years. Allison, you have been in the fashion world of handbags. We've learned so much from you, but I can tell you, under $30 on a Vera Bradley crossbody. Like, I wish you could come to my house and see all the crossbodies that are in my house right now. And I can tell you, even 15 years ago, I did not spend $29 on those bags. And we're not getting this back in stock. So, wow.
Exactly. Wow. It's super exciting. Jade, I always love talking to you about Vera Bradley because you always have wonderful Vera Bradley stories. Vera Bradley's traveled with you and your girls for many years.
Yes.
I can tell. And you always have a wonderful story. We're super excited about this. As you know, new today. Whenever anybody asks me to recommend a crossbody, I always love recommending this style because it is a larger crossbody. You can fit your full-size wallet. You can fit your water bottle. You can fit your sunglasses, your readers. It's almost acts as a full-size everyday bag. And what's nice about it is it has that slim silhouette, so it's not big and bulky when it's resting on your hip. Jane's showing you some of the function. Inside, we have 3 slip pockets right on the inside. It's going to be a solid white clean lining on the inside, which is super easy to care for.
And we love that.
Love that. And then those slip pockets have the cotton lining on them, so you can find them really easily. It is a zip top, so it is super secure. Right on the front, you have that slip pocket. There's another zipper pocket right in front of that.
You know what? Okay, can I just jump in? Because like we can go through these pockets, but we have to think of real life. So when you park your car and they give you that ticket and then they tell you like you're going to be charged $9 million if you don't come back with this ticket. And then I'm always panicking. And when I go back to theater, that's where my ticket is going to go. I love that. And I also want to give everybody the weight of this because bags are great, but they usually, you know, if they're weighty and then we put stuff in them, not so good. This literally weighs under 1/2 of a pound.
Wow.
So it is under a half. I mean, like bags are usually, you know, a couple pounds or more. This is ounces. It is so lightweight and it's actually 10 by 11. And you do have a totally adjustable strap. I know our Carolyn, she's Carolyn, how tall are you, love?
5'7".
Carolyn's 5'7". I'm 5'1". Sometimes bags are too long on me. Sometimes bags might be too short on you, Carolyn. And I don't know if you heard this, Allison, but we now have sold, I think, over what, Dan, 900? But 200 people bought this before we started the presentation of this new bag that's never coming back in stock. And one of them was Carolyn Gracie.
And I bought the Foxwood because it has so many critters on it. You know, Allison, it's so fun to look at that pattern because you see, like, I don't know how many, there's like 4 or 5 different animals in there. Here's the squirrel, which is why Nutsy picked it.
Carolyn, if you and I bought that same bag, our bags wouldn't look exactly alike because
I think
there's
a bear and there's a I don't know, an elephant. I don't know. There's all kinds of animals in there.
There's definitely a fox.
At Woodland Critters.
A cute little chipmunk in there. Super cute.
Yeah. And while we have you here, Allison, what's the best way to take care of our Vera Bradley crossbodies?
So this is one of the things we love about Vera Bradley so much. Since it's done in our signature quilted cotton, you can throw this in the washing machine and just let it flat to dry. So it is the greatest thing ever. I speak from experience with 2 little children who always have sticky fingers. Somehow more food ends up on me than it does, I think, in their mouth. But I love that we can just throw this into the washing machine. It's worry-free, and it looks as good as new.
Well, we're going to do colors because some of them are getting limited, and we've already had 1,000 ordered. It's new. It's under $30. Think Easter. Think that maybe graduate that's coming up in May.
Perfect.
Think Mother's Day, because you're not going to get this price after today. I mean, there's no reorder, and this is now on sale. So down in front, we have pretty posies. And I don't know, I always think of my mother in the 40s. There's something about that that just reminds me of print that she would have had. So if you love retro, go there. Carolyn and our love of animals, I love this one too. It reminds me of all the critters that are in my backyard. That one is called Foxwood, and it's been very popular. If you love full, lush blown flowers, then take a look at Garden Grove. The blues and the pinks are so pretty. Vera always does a paisley. My first Vera was a green paisley about 20 years ago. I still have it. My daughter still has, she was sad one time and her pop-up took her to the mall and bought her a Vera Bradley bag. She still has that bag. It's probably the most special bag in her life. So the paisley has always been part of Vera, and that's the Gramercy paisley. Up on top, I love this one because it just reminds me, like I said, of kaleidoscopes. It's called Bramble, if you love the blues. But then Allison and Carolyn, the next 2 are unusual because you have a really different background. We have Cloud Vine, which I think would be great for Mother's Day. Something about blue and May and motherhood. And then also the Floating Garden, if you love turquoise and teal. Instead of being against a black background, that light blue background is just beautiful. And the fact that you can throw it in the washing machine, I mean, it's wild. So, and can you tell us a little bit about Vera Bradley? Because I think we all know that it's a kind of iconic household name, at least in my household and Carolyn's household. But tell us a little bit about the brand, Allison, please.
So it all started when 2 friends were traveling together back in 1982, and they just found themselves in a sea of just plain black, basic bags, no color, no fun, and they said, we need some color here. We need to make this a little bit more fun. And they set out to create a collection of their own. They started with travel bags and accessories. And here we are 39 years later. We have a full lifestyle brand filled with custom designed prints, beautiful colors, and fantastic organization.
And so, like, Carolyn, I mean, we've been carrying it around the whole show with nothing in it, but, like, you don't even know you have it on.
I know.
So then when we throw the water
lightweight
bottle, right?
Yeah.
I always say, I know your kids are little. It doesn't matter how old they will get, Allison. They will still be handing you things to put in your purse when they are adults. It's just the way motherhood goes. So, like, you got a lot of room, but also super lightweight.
And Jane, too, I love that you pointed out the adjustable shoulder strap, because you could take this from a shoulder bag to a crossbody. But what's nice is it's a slide adjustable buckle, so you can get exactly the length that you want. So if you're more on the petite side or maybe you're on the taller side, you get exactly the length that you need. And I think that's why our Vera Bradley fans love this bag so much. It's lightweight, the great shoulder strap, all the organization, the size, everything about it, and of course the beautiful, fun, custom design prints.
Look at Sarah with that yellow Isaac t-shirt.
Isn't that beautiful?
And that bag. You know, that bag is the color of like bleached denim.
Right?
It's
That's
a really
called
good
Cloud
color.
Vine.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Carolyn, but when we get back to traveling, we would, go away for the weekend and I would have a crossbody bag and then it would be time to go to dinner and I would just always feel like a crossbody bag didn't look like a dinner bag. Now all of a sudden, look how this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allison. It looks like a dinner bag. So
Yeah.
now I don't have to bring another bag. And you could literally travel when we get back to traveling, and we will. And man, is that going to be fun. You know where I'm
yeah.
headed first. You could get a bunch of these in your suitcase.
Is it a happy place, Jane?
It is my happy place.
It's the happiest place, actually.
It is the most magical. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give everybody an update on colors
Okay.
because things are going quickly. 2,500 ordered. We are not getting this back in stock, and it's new and it's on sale. So this one is called Pretty Posies, and it's almost like a grade green background. I love that one. Carolyn's favorite. It's
Foxwood.
called Foxwood. Carolyn already bought that.
There's a bunny in there too, a bunny and a
Yeah.
squirrel.
And I've seen one where I saw a little fox. So really, really sweet. We had 5 baby fox nursing with mommy in the
Aw.
backyard one time. It was amazing.
Oh.
I know, Garden Grove. If you want your paisley, it's Gramercy Paisley. Then we come up on top and we're taking a look at Bramble, which is right here. Here's what Sarah's carrying, that's Cloud Vine. And then this one, if I know Carolyn Pollack had an amazing American West show on Gem Day. If you got a lot of turquoise, get yourself that beautiful floating garden. And yes, and this is how I know all my colors because Kyle wrote them all down on Post-it notes. So I'm really not that smart.
Yay, Kyle.
I just got Kyle, who's awesome. Yay. Allison,
you should
thank
have
you
taken
so
the
much.
credit.
We got 3,000 gone. What would we do without our team, Carolyn? Right?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you. Miss you both.